intelligence store. Oh yeah, Alan then watch him chop up a flare. Movie and TV show reviews what you need. Film threats on fire, we're planting the seeds. Film threat, we keep it real. Dive into the stories, you know the deal. Turn the phone, it's the place to be. Movie lovers gather round. 1, 2, 3. From blockbusters to indie gold. Oh yeah, Chris and Alan break the mold. Pop your corn, turn down the lights. Get ready to groove through movie nights. Film threat, we keep it real. Dive into the stories, you know the deal.
Well, we weren't supposed to be here today, but we had to do this. What we're about to talk about is Mufasa, the Lion King, which is acolyte levels of bad, according to Alan Ng and myself. If you saw our early social reaction, you got a taste, but we needed to do this show. We had to do this to bring it to you. So let me bring on Alan here at some point. Wait, what are we doing? Let's go. This is an emergency show. It was an emergency. Where is he?
Alan.
Well, I think that's appropriate.
If this were just a bad movie, we wouldn't be doing this.
Well, we'll get into it. Don't start.
All right.
Let's see who's here. Right. You know what? I'm in a good mood.
You are? You were 10 seconds ago.
Because I get to hang out with you.
Well, we hung out last night, and we got to commiserate.
This will be a short live stream, but we had to get this to you as soon as possible. So let's see who's here, and then we'll get right to it. We'll launch in.
All right. Hey, RCB Gaming. Thanks for becoming a YouTube member.
Yeah, and thanks. Yeah, our members' videos are on fire. Recently, this is within the last week, we had Demi Moore. Who else?
James Mangold.
Elle Fanning, James Mangold, Guillermo del Toro, or interviewing the director of Better Man. It's amazing. The director of The Substance. Our members only videos. So if you look, we really want to get our members numbers up. Please, here we go on our channel. Members only. Look at these videos. This is so we post these. Alan and I get to go to Q&As for a lot of events in LA, and we film the Q&As. Here's Jennifer Lopez for the movie Unstoppable. Sing Sing. There's Ariana Grande. Our adventures at various awards events. Day of the Fight. Here's Denis Villeneuve and the screenwriter John Spates interviewed for Dune Part 2. Scroll through. There are a ton of videos, and we post them every week. So please support the channel by becoming a member.
Yeah, and we will do members only Jackbox streams with movie related quiplash.
Yes, Alan will be doing members only Jackbox streams. Okay.
You have no idea what that is, but
exactly. All right. Keep going, Alan.
And I think we're playing Marvel Rivals. I think that's what we're working our way up to.
Yeah, we're gonna do Geezer Gaming.
Okay. All right, let's do this.
No. There's a few more comments.
Oh, sorry. Anthony Parkinson.
Hey,
Acolyte.
Wait, that's a good. Okay. I'm stalling so people see the notification that we're live, and then they'll see the thing. So we'll get, we're going to start in like a few minutes here. Let's just settle in.
All right. Anthony Parkinson, the Acolyte.
Ooh, that's a good title maybe for the,
SWD40. Mufasa came from lesbian space witches.
Most
far off, actually.
Yeah.
Anthony Parkinson also comes in with, it's Mufasan time.
Nice. And also, I want to remind people to go to the shop.filmthreat.com, get your Film Threat related merch. It's time to get it. It's that time of year. And Lord Thoth says, Lord
Like,
Thoughts.
share, subscribe, hit that notification bell for notification. Sign up as a member. Join us on X, Discord, Rumble, and Instagram. Buy our merch. Shop.filmthread.com.
All right. All right. You've prepared the poster for the review.
Yeah, I'm just downloading. It's not
Okay.
It's not
I'll
saving.
Who's in the chat right now? Hey, Davina Duckworth is here. Thank you. Lots of our regulars. Appreciate all of you. Ololique. We're gonna say it wrong forever.
Ololique.
Yeah, I'm gonna while you're getting the
Yeah.
poster ready, just a moment. Chris from Ololique. Chris, you should really do a video going through some of these old issues of Film Thread. The borderline porno ads in the back are a real hoot. Yes, we would get like old like exploitation ads and whatnot. I would like to do that maybe as a thing for members only. I'll take an issue of Film Threat, go through it, and tell you stories about how that issue was put together. Could be a lot of fun, like a mini podcast.
Yeah, just carve out some time.
Yeah, I have so much time. All right, wait.
Oh.
Alan, tell me about Mufasa the Lion King.
Okay, so Mufasa the Lion King is the prequel to the Lion King. Kiara is it takes place after the events of the Lion King. Kiara, the daughter of Simba and Nala, is afraid because it's raining and Simba and Nala are going off for something, and so Rafiki, Timon, and Pumbaa are sent to babysit, and Rafiki decides to build her courage and tell the story of her grandfather Mufasa, which then sends us way back in time to the birth of Mufasa. Loving parents. They are going to a magical land, the promised land known as Malele. And along the way, as they're getting water at a little brook, a flood comes through and Mufasa is sent down the river, far away from his parents, never to be seen of again. Mufasa awakes. He is with Otaka's family, another cub named Otaka. And Otaka is going to become the king of his pride. And he finds a new brother, Mufasa, and the two grow up and become best friends. Foreshadowing here. Then all of a sudden, the evil Kyros shows up, played by Mads Mikkelsen. He's decided he's going to take over the entire lion species and be the ultimate king of the Pride Lands. And as a result, Otaka's family gets killed, and Mufasa and Otaka are exiled. And they decide that together they're going to find Malele, and with the help of a lioness they run across named Sarabi, and a winged scout named Zazu. And our adventure begins. Can they find the promised land Malele before Kyros and his pride hunt them down and kill them? Well, that's the Mufasa the Lion King.
Well, first of all, great description of the story. I gotta say,
hold on. Can I preface this? This is really important because people are we're doing this stream for a very specific reason. It is horrible. And I need to mention that Disney, in their infinite wisdom, has decided not to submit Mufasa to either the Golden Globes or the Critics' Choice Awards.
They are choosing to hold the movie back from submission for awards. Yes. But I do want to point out that you in particular wanted to do as soon as possible live to talk about this, because this is such a bad film. It is beyond, and for a number of reasons. One, real simply, the story. There are no stakes whenever Mufasa, the character, is in peril. He's not gonna die. He nothing bad will happen to him. He survives the story. That's in
fact, none of the lead characters die.
Yeah, they all survive because they need to continue the story. The second thing is one, no stakes, no peril. Like, of course he's going to live because he becomes Mufasa. James Earl Jones. That's one thing, okay, where it's kind of just, it's rudderless or pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Pointless more than anything. Second thing is all the animals look alike. I can't tell them apart. Does that make me an animalist? Am I an animalist? For the characters are so, it's a lion, and they're not in the sense like in the original Lion King cartoon, which is the only reason we even care about this. That is a great story. It is fun. So many beloved characters. They are anthropomorphized, right? Animals, and they're designed, Scar by Jeremy Irons in the original cartoon is such a great character because, first of all, great actor. Secondly, the design of the character, and you know this because you know animation.
Right.
The villains tend to have pointy or jagged edges, sharp edges on them, whereas likable protagonists, beloved characters, the ones who are supposed to be the heroes, more rounded edges on the drawings, right? All the characters from Timon, Pumbaa, like they're really, those characters were created by animators. These are animals that look like real animals, that the only thing separating them is they can talk. They're not expressive. They're not expressive. They're not characters.
Let me support your point.
Animals that talk.
Let me support your point here. Okay, look at these. These are characters from
the
movie.
I don't know how we got in the movie, but
okay, yeah, but here's the thing. These photos I'm showing you right now, I've mixed in photos from the first Lion King movie with these photos. You have no idea.
Tell the difference.
You can't tell the difference.
Yeah, this is, as I think you said to me this morning, this is Acolyte level bad. So bad, even Disney knows it, and they're not putting it up for any awards while they are promoting movies like Inside Out 2 and Moana 2.
There are songs from Lin-Manuel Miranda, and in any other universe, those songs would be nominated for Best Picture, Best Song for the Academy Awards and everything. Disney is holding back. They will not submit this movie for awards consideration
because they know it's bad. And this is, from the writing, it feels like AI. The writing just and I remember at the end there's a very dramatic moment. This could be considered a spoiler, where a character is like, you shall be known as Scar.
No,
we laughed.
No, it's worse. It's worse because obviously there's a betrayal.
Right.
Okay. So Mufasa says, "I will no longer call you by my name or by your name," and then Scar says, "Then call me Scar."
Right.
So I'll remind you of why I have this scar.
Right. It's so dumb. And then okay. Another thing, the acting. There has been, I really think voice actors are not appreciated enough. They really are not. And they kind of, some voice actors have expressed dismay by the fact that celebrities are being used for voices. Seth Rogen is in this, and he's awful.
Oh, and
he's
Billy
so
Eichner.
Awful. He's so bad. All the performances, they might as well have been AI. I've never heard such lackluster voice acting in a movie. It was, the cast is, Beyonce as Nala, even Mads Mikkelsen, who is good, a really good actor, was flat in this. Donald Glover as Simba.
Let me say something about Mads Mikkelsen.
Did he record this on his iPhone at home?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Let me say something about Mads Mikkelsen. I didn't know he was in this movie, and I could have swore it was Antonio Banderas playing Kiros. And then to find out it was Mads Mikkelsen. It's the gravitas that, comparing this performance with Jeremy Irons from the original movie is light years apart.
Yeah.
The songs, you haven't even gotten to how bad these songs are.
Yeah.
From Lin-Manuel Miranda. And I've always said it. Lin-Manuel Miranda is brilliant when you give him time to write songs. When you give him time to write Encanto, when you give him time to write Hamilton and Moana, the first Moana, he is brilliant. He makes great music. But I have heard his music when he is rushed and not given enough time, and the music is horrible and awful. He's known a lot for being able to create songs on the spot, improvised songs, and that's what all these songs feel like. They're just dialogue set to music. I'll get into it a little bit, but Mufasa, it is the masterclass of foreshadowing, because everything this movie is about is foreshadowing the Lion King. And I mentioned that because there's a song called Bye Bye, sung by Mads Mikkelsen, that is meant to be, I guess, the precursor to Be Prepared. And it just felt like the first draft of Be Prepared. It's, they're really trying hard to say, hey, remember what's going to happen in the future because you saw it in the past. Here are songs. The score feels like it is early drafts of Hans Zimmer's original score, because you can kind of sense the original the Hans Zimmer themes. This score is done by Dave Metzger, and you see that they were intentionally trying to say, okay, we're going to take Hans Zimmer's great music and devolve it into an original draft or something, and so the score is just horrible, and it just, it wants to be clever and say, hey, this is the early beginnings of that original main score. The lines, there are so many, it is so on the nose, all these lines that foreshadow the Lion King.
Well, it's the whole movie is remember another movie. Yeah. That's what this is. It's remember the Lion King. That was the movie you liked. Mm-hmm. Here is it's one thing where a piece of Star Wars content like Skeleton Crew has a battle droid in the background and whatever. This whole movie, the entire movie, not a scene goes by without a remember the Lion King and what you liked about the Lion King. Mm-hmm. That's not a movie. And we saw it with a crowd of Disney sycophants. They were D23 members that got early access. Am I right about that?
Well, we weren't in the theater with them. They were in a different theater than us.
They put them in our theater. There were critics and influencers that I recognize some of our colleagues who review in the review space, but I also saw that there were whole families, and they put some of the D23, which is fine. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, we were the overflow. Yeah,
we were the overflow theater in an IMAX. First it was empty, then they filled it up. Great, but they sort of tepid applause at the end. Mm-hmm. A tepid, which I feel like they'll like anything. Yeah, they'll like anything. The bottom is so. This is what modern Disney is. It's a travesty. What the brand has become, and this movie will do very well opening weekend and drop like a hot potato.
Yeah, so that everyone can go see Sonic, basically.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm seeing Sonic. I'm looking forward to that, actually. But I really was just I was beyond bored.
Okay.
Beyond bored, and every reference, there's not the jokes are so flat.
Oh, the whole Billy Eichner, the Timon stuff
he's the worst god awful. The whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing is the direction. Look, I like Barry Jenkins. He's made some very powerful films. I like him. He is not an animation director, and this is we covered this in the D-Files when Jennifer Lee took over. There were veteran animators in line to direct Walt Disney feature animation. They were basically told, no, we're not going in that direction anymore. Thank you for your years of service. We're going to let new people who've never done animation, direct movies from now on. And that is why you got this long line of really horrible movies, Strange World, Raya. And instead of going to your veteran directors who know anything about animation, because The Lion King, although it's a Walt Disney Studios film, it's an animated movie. You're getting people who don't know anything about animation, and Barry Jenkins, as great as he is not an animation director, and you could tell by the movie, because the dialogue in this movie is rushed. There's very little space to breathe between it. I'll give you a prime example. So I'll give you my little acting chops here, but there's a part where where Mufasa meets Sarabi for the first time. And this is how the conversation goes. It's just 2 lines. We're going to Malele. Malele is a myth. You know, that's how the line is delivered. It should have been, we're going to Malele. You take a breath. But Malele is a myth. You know, there's no time to breathe.
Their line read was so bad. And Barry Jenkins, by the way, for those who don't know who Barry Jenkins is, and I don't blame you if you don't know, he's the Oscar-winning director of the movie Moonlight. Yeah. Moonlight won the year that La La Land kind of won, and they read it wrong. If you remember that Oscar controversy for 2016. So Moonlight, a story about a gentleman that comes to terms with his sexuality, is the perfect director for Mufasa. This is, they handed him a gift by allowing him to be the director in name only, I believe, of this film. It feels like this whole movie was made over Zoom. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you look at Barry Jenkins' credits, it's not like, hey, let's have him direct Mufasa. Right. I think he probably got the job for other reasons. And you read into it what you want. But what I'm saying is, it's not, he's no Brad Bird, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's directed like a live action, a drama. It's directed like a drama when it's an animated feature. And those 2 worlds are completely different. He was just miscast as director.
And by the way, the reviews of this are just hitting. I'll just say this. I was around a bunch of people as we exited the theater, and you and I recorded a short video.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, I saw some of the people that might be thrown in with the shills, that there wasn't anyone walking out that did not despise this movie.
Oh,
there was, the chatter was palpable about how bad this is. This is what you're looking at, is the future of Disney product. This is it.
Or the end. The beginning of the end.
The end. And again, I fully predict this movie will do well this weekend. Mm-hmm. It will drop. It will just drop to the bottom. We want to get to your comments, but
let me just note, despise was a word you used, and that's how I felt throughout the entire film. This movie couldn't have ended any sooner. Every time there was a foreshadowing moment, I couldn't help but roll my eyes. There's a moment at the end, sorry to spoil this, but a rock explodes and Pride Rock is born. And as I saw that rock just standing there, I'm going, oh, this is Pride Rock, isn't it? This is Pride Rock. Yeah, there it is. I brought my daughter, and midway through, she said, "Can I go to sleep now?" Yeah, you can go to sleep now.
And she's probably the target demo.
Yeah.
I mean, who is this for? I really think I don't see. And by the way, almost 2 hours. What's the running time?
Oh yeah. Do I have it here? It's
2 hours.
2 hours on the dot.
Hour 58. So 2 hours.
Okay. I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes.
There's no child that's under 10, single digit age, which is probably the only audience who could enjoy this. They're not going to sit still for 2 hours. This didn't need to be 2 hours. Lion King 2, a VHS of Lion King 2 in that clamshell VHS box is something that's better than this. So, I mean, look, bottom line, this is for me, I don't even know.
I gave it
1 out of 10, 0 out of 10. I can't believe how this did not need to get made at all.
Yeah. And again, I'm going to remind everyone who thinks that we're just crapping on this movie for the sake of crapping on it. The Walt Disney Company did not submit Mufasa for awards consideration to either the Golden Globes, the Critics' Choice, and definitely not going to nominate for an Oscar. So, I mean, because look, we had to submit our nominations for Critics' Choice on Tuesday, and now we're just seeing Mufasa. So there's no way we could even nominate it if we wanted to.
The screening of the movie is basically 1 or 2 days before it opens.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell you?
Yeah, tells you that someone at the Walt Disney Company is smart and decided not to spend a dime on awards consideration for Mufasa.
Well, this will end up being one of those movies during the holiday where a family looks at what's playing in theaters. No one can decide what movie to see, and they pick this one because it's the one. Okay, we all loved The Lion King. This is the Mufasa story, a story that did not need to be told. And
no, I think you got it wrong. Parents are going to take their kids to see this because Sonic was sold out.
Right. Yeah, that's the deal. Final thoughts before we go to comments, Alan.
Yeah, again, it's just this movie is profoundly awful. There's a moral at the end of the movie that you get because you saw just the end of the movie. The events leading up to this moral never occurred until the very end, and that says something about storytelling.
And they're not promoting it as from the Oscar-winning filmmaker Barry Jenkins of Moonlight. If you watched Moonlight, would you think we got our guy for Mufasa? He's the guy. Yeah. That's it. Let's have him make it. No. He was cast as the director. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
But no one else will say it out loud. No one else will say it. Kind of gave this guy money and a job, maybe based on other things.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just it. I rarely ever say at any movie it's the director's fault. But this movie is the director's fault. And the story, let's be real, it's the story. It's just, oh man. I mean, I could direct a Disney animation movie better.
It's ultimately Disney's fault for giving him this movie to make. It really is.
Yeah. Let him, he should make the movies he's good at, and he can make good movies.
Well, avoid this film at all costs. It's Acolyte level bad. And my final take is the state of Disney is sad. And this is it. And we'll see how it performs. I actually think it'll do well opening weekend. But beyond that, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes. It's teetering on the rotten line. It's 61%. If it drops below 60, it becomes rotten. So we'll see. 56. I don't think my review is up yet. Is either. Yeah, mine's not up yet. So that'll.
Oh, your review is on the website?
Yeah, except that it'll probably show up this afternoon or tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll go over it. All right. Final thought, Alan. What's your number rating?
2. It's a 2 out of 10.
Oh, okay. I say 1 out of 10.
Okay, so I liked it twice as much as you did.
Well, I only give it a 1 because the little cub, Mufasa as a cub, the cubs were cute. I didn't know who was who.
Yeah, Blue Ivy Carter was fine. She was probably the highlight of the small amount of time she had in the movie.
All right, let's go to your comments here.
All right.
Starting with Seekers.
Okay, box office brawler. Remember for 3 months. Hey, Chris, got you a gift from New Zealand. Check your email.
Oh, thanks. I will check my email. Thank you, Box Office Brawler. That's great.
All right, JWT657745. It's a prequel to a live-action remake of a cartoon version of Hamlet with lions. They should have ripped off Shakespeare's Julius Caesar for this.
Yeah.
I like the phrasing of that. Prequel to the live-action remake of a cartoon version.
Right. Ridiculous.
All right, Red French Moon. Thanks for doing the Safari of Mufasa for us. You're welcome. Red French Moon. Yeah, I'm fed up with prequels with no stakes.
Yeah, you have to. I thought there would be something clever. I remember when the Star Wars prequels were being made, there was a rumor that Obi-Wan Kenobi was Obi-1, a clone of the original Obi-Wan.
Ah.
So Obi-Wan Kenobi would have died. The surviving Obi-Wan would be Obi-Wan, a clone of the original, and he would die in the prequels to be reborn as a clone to basically mentor Luke.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been clever because you would not have seen that coming.
Yeah. And let's also remind everyone that the 5 main characters in the movie all appear in the next movie. So none of them even come close to dying. Jimmy V, CGI slop.
Yeah. For sure. So, yeah.
From Anthony Parkinson, Roarcist.
I'm a Roarcist. Oh my God.
Angel Arch, your name now is Scarwalker. Angel Arch also says, are some theaters going to try to push Sonic Mufasa?
Now that you say that.
No. Red French Moon for €2. Loving those emergency broadcasts. Thanks, Chris and Alan.
Oh, thanks, Red French Moon.
Yeah. Let's see. Patrick Meyer. So is this the gayest Lion King movie ever? It's actually not woke.
I mean, there's nothing woke about it, but
yeah,
I don't know.
It's the gayest gays. Yeah. Well, at least they're getting away from woke. Let's give them that much credit.
Hey, Portland 182.
IMDb stats. Barry Jenkins brings his signature storytelling magic to Mufasa, the Lion King, a visually stunning and emotionally charged prequel to Disney's beloved The Lion King franchise. I guess IMDb is employing AI in their descriptions now.
And that'll wrap it up
for
us today. We just wanted to do this to get it out there as soon as possible. We will be back tomorrow. We're doing a special show. We are reviewing all of the movies that will open on Christmas Day, and there's a lot.
Yeah.
We are going through all of them, Nosferatu, among others. So tomorrow, Hollywood on the Rocks. I'll give you the schedule here. All the Christmas movies. Friday, we'll review Sonic 3 along with other movies opening Friday. Next week, our last episode of Versus for the year. We'll go over a lot of stuff. And then Wednesday is Christmas Day. I will be live on Christmas Day, Christmas morning with you. Alan will be with his family.
What time are you doing it? What time are you going to do it?
Probably in the morning, but I'm seeing my family in the afternoon so I can do a morning stream. And then on New Year's Day, I'll do a stream sometime on New Year's Day.
Okay.
So Alan gets time off. There's no time off for me. No time off for me. So join me for very special shows. Gore solo. I'm going to do, you know what I'm going to do? Do you ever watch Asmongold? I'm thinking of being Asmon Gore. Well, I'll just watch other people's videos and comment. Asmon Gore. You know, no one knows what I'm talking about. Would Asmon Gore be a good idea? I don't know.
I don't think so.
But we are not, there's no rest for us here. We'll be doing our shows on the regular. They may be shorter, but we'll be here through the holidays with you. Thank you, everyone who put out gave us a super chat, commented. We love talking to you about this stuff. And there you go. And Knee Pain's in the chat. Knee Pain, I appreciate your video this morning about the AI. There you go. So yeah, Asmund Gore. I might get like long hair and a beard and get like a little pet roach on my shoulder. No one will know unless you watch Asmund Gold on a regular basis. So Alan felt compelled. He was so pissed off last night. He just wanted to do this. And we'll talk more tomorrow. We'll do a spoiler review tomorrow. Or maybe Friday. We'll say.
Yeah, probably Friday we'll have to do it.
As we have time to kind of like, you know, yeah, let's pilot this Asmund Gore. Yeah, I should get his background. I'll do it on a green screen. I actually want to go all out. So, we got a superhero that came in.
All right, your Muslim uncle for $4.99. Hey, Michigander, better be watching the Winter Classic on New Year's Day.
Hell yeah, I am. That's why I got to find a window of time because I'm going to the Rose Bowl parade with someone very special who's never seen the parade live. I'm taking this very special person to see the parade, probably get brunch and have some mimosas. Then I'm going to go on a stream on New Year's Day. So there you go.
Well, I hope he appreciates it.
Yes. And then probably watch football all day and just be sort of tired and, hungover. So look for our streams through the holidays. Thank you to everyone. And we'll be back tomorrow with Hollywood on the Rocks. All the Christmas Day releases. Are you prepared, Alan?
I am. I have seen every single one of them.
You have? Okay, that's good. I think I've seen all but one. But the big one is Nosferatu. I can't wait to finally talk about that movie. Okay. So that wraps it up for us. And Alan, I'm in a good mood all day. I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, I hope you carry it with you through the rest of the day.
Exactly. All right, everyone. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Let's get out of here.
Wait.
Sorry, what?
I'm setting you up.
Okay, sorry.
The timing's off. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, thank you so much. And Alan.
Let's get out of here.